when I was growing up, it was not too uncommon to see families, in my neighborhood at least, that had many children. Large households, 6, 7, 8, and even 10 or more children. That's when I was growing up. Even my grandmother had approximately 9 children. My mom only a couple. I had a couple aunts that had 5 or 6 children. And this was normal for us, to have pretty large family coming from down south anyway. Can't speak for anyone else, but I'm just going by my own experience. And even in my neighborhood, or the several neighborhoods that I lived in throughout my childhood, there were many families that had several children, half a dozen or more. But is this old now? The idea of raising a large family beyond 2 or 3 children? What do you think? Do you think there should be a limit on the amount of children that one has, or a couple has, husband and wife, or just a couple in general? Is one enough? Some people only want one child because they say it's too much of a headache raising one, let alone to even contemplate having 2 or 3 or more. So I want to know if you feel the same way. Do you think that one child is enough, or maybe trying for 2 children so that possibly you can have one of each sex, a male and a female, boy and girl? Or if you've had 2 and they happen to be 2 boys and you still want that girl, does it take a whole lot of thinking and analyzing to go ahead and try it again? Now, I know people personally who have said, my husband and I have tried to have a boy and we had 3 girls, so we're not going to have any more. We're just going to stop right there. We're good. And I know people who have had boys and no girls, 3 or 4 girls, and boys, and they say that's enough. We haven't had a girl yet. That's it. Too many mouths to feed. Too many people in the house. That's a lot of work. Now, is it economics that stop people from wanting to have children? Is it religious? Or is it just work? Some people think that children, and I'm not pointing out anyone, but some people do think that children, or too many children, if you have more than one, that it's really a burden. Some people think or believe that when they begin to have a large family, or a small family even, that it inhibits them from doing some of the things that they want to do from day to day, month to month, or for the rest of their lives. They feel like the children are in their way. Lightly put. Some people don't want to really just come straight out and say, I don't want any children because I enjoy my freedom. I can't really respond to that one. And I won't use the old cliche to each his own either, because I have a definitive belief in raising children, or having children even. When I was younger, a young adult, I've always imagined having at least 10 children. I have about half that now. But as I got older, I began to rethink things because of what transpired throughout my life early on. So my mind changed a little bit. But initially, and in hindsight, I always wanted at least 10 children. I wanted a large family. I just have always loved family. So, do you believe that 10 children, for example, is too many kids for any couple to have? Or do you believe that the more the merrier, or to each his own? to borrow that phrase again. Do you believe that 1 or 2 children should be the limit? Or do you believe that no children should come into the equation? Or do you believe that it's all based on your financial ability to sustain that family? Buying them the things that they need, putting them through school, buying clothing and feeding them and housing them and so forth. Do you believe that that's the primary factor in having several children? I'm curious to know what your belief is. And even not just simply your belief, but those of you who have had several children already, and just let me know, let us know, how was that for you? If you have 5, 6, 7 children already, or even more, how was that experience? Was it easy? Was it very difficult? Was it something that you felt like you had to do because God said in Genesis, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth? What is your actual reason, or did you even think about it, or were they all just by happenstance? It just happened and you didn't plan to have those children. There's all kinds of situations and circumstances that can be attributed to the fact that we have as many children as we do today or have had. I'm interested in knowing again, is there a limit on children, or should there be a limit on children born to a family? Let us know what you think. I await your answer. This is Brother Teacher. I'm out.